Most people have been manifesting with their minds, and no one told them they needed their souls. I am Rabbi Shimon. I am 83 years old. And what I am about to tell you is going to overturn everything you think you know about manifestation, attraction, and creating your reality. Because the world has been teaching this backwards for decades. And the results speak for themselves. Millions of people visualizing, affirming, declaring, and getting nothing. Or worse, getting the opposite of what they want. But there is an ancient system, a Kabbalistic system that predates every modern manifestation teacher by 3,000 years, and it works in the exact reverse order of what you have been taught. Not mind to matter, soul to mind to matter, not thinking your way into blessing, becoming the vessel that blessing flows through. And today, I am going to show you exactly why everything you know is backwards, what the Kabbalah actually teaches about manifestation, and the precise steps to reverse the process so that instead of chasing blessings, blessings chase you. But first, I need to know you are ready for this. Because once I show you how backwards you have been doing it, you cannot unsee it. Hit that like button right now and leave a comment with these 3 words, I am ready, because we are about to turn your entire understanding upside down, or rather, right side up. Let me take you back to the moment I discovered this myself. I was 31 years old, living in Jerusalem, and I was obsessed with manifestation. Not the Kabbalah version, the modern version. I had read all the books, The Power of Positive Thinking, Think and Grow Rich. I was visualizing, I was affirming, I was declaring. I had vision boards on my walls. I was doing everything the teachers said to do, and I was getting nothing. Actually, worse than nothing. The more I focused on what I wanted, the more it seemed to move away from me. I wanted financial abundance. My bank account kept shrinking. I wanted a relationship. I kept meeting the wrong people. I wanted clarity about my purpose. I only got more confused. One evening, I was sitting in a small study hall near the Western Wall, frustrated, angry, ready to give up. And an old Kabbalist named Rav Moshe sat down next to me. He was 87 years old, barely spoke. But that night he looked at me and said, "You are trying to pull the future into the present. That is not how it works." I said, "What do you mean?" "That is exactly what manifestation is. You visualize what you want and you pull it toward you." He shook his head. "That is the modern corruption. That is manifestation from the ego. It does not work because you are trying to force reality to bend to your will. The Kabbalah teaches the opposite. You do not pull the future toward you. You align yourself with the flow of divine blessing that is already moving toward you, and you become the kind of vessel that can receive it when it arrives." Then he said something that changed my entire life. "Shimon, manifestation is not about getting what you want. It is about becoming who you need to be to receive what God already wants to give you." That one sentence, that one principle, everything shifted after that. Now let me show you why this matters to you, why this is not just spiritual philosophy, why this is the exact reason your manifestation has been failing. You have been visualizing, haven't you? You have been writing out your goals. You have been repeating affirmations. You have been imagining yourself already having what you want. You have been feeling the feelings of already possessing it. You have done everything the books and the videos and the courses told you to do. And maybe you got some small results, a parking spot, a coincidence, a moment where it seemed like the universe was listening. But the big things, the things you really want, the financial breakthrough, the healed relationship, the clarity about your purpose, the deep peace you have been craving, those things keep not showing up, and you start to wonder if maybe you are doing it wrong. Maybe your vibration is off. Maybe you have limiting beliefs you have not cleared yet. Maybe you are not visualizing vividly enough. Maybe you are not feeling it deeply enough. So you try harder, you visualize more, you affirm louder, you add more detail to your vision board, and still nothing. Or worse, the opposite happens. You affirm abundance and an unexpected bill arrives. You visualize the perfect relationship and you end up more alone than before. You declare perfect health and you get a diagnosis that terrifies you. And late at night, when you are alone with your thoughts, the question comes, what is wrong with me? Why does this work for other people but not for me? Why am I blocked? What am I missing? You look around, and everyone else seems to be manifesting. Everyone else seems to be living their dreams. Everyone else seems to have figured out the secret. And you are still stuck, still waiting, still hoping, still trying to believe that if you just do it one more time, just visualize one more time, just affirm one more time, maybe this time it will work. And the worst part is the guilt, because you have been taught that if it is not working, it is your fault. You are not believing hard enough. You are not aligned enough. You have resistance. You have blocks. You are sabotaging yourself. So you beat yourself up. You try to fix yourself. You try to become more positive, more faithful, more deserving. But what if I told you that none of that is the problem? What if I told you that the reason your manifestation is not working is not because you are broken or blocked or unworthy? What if the reason is simply that you have been taught the process backwards? Let me show you what I mean. Here is what modern manifestation teaches. Step 1. Decide what you want. Step 2. Visualize having it. Step 3. Feel the feelings of already having it. Step 4. Take inspired action. Step 5. Receive it. Mind to emotion, to action, to result. Here is what Kabbalah teaches, and I need you to pay very close attention because this is the key to everything. Step 1. Align your soul with divine will. Step 2. Become the kind of person who can hold what you are asking for. Step 3. Create space in your life for it to enter. Step 4. Receive it as a gift, not as an achievement. Step 5. Use it to serve others. Soul to character to capacity to receiving to giving. Do you see the difference? Modern manifestation starts with what you want. Kabbalah starts with who you are. Modern manifestation is about getting. Kabbalah is about becoming. Modern manifestation is about bending reality to your will. Kabbalah is about aligning your will with reality, and this is why one works and the other does not. Let me take you into the Torah, into a story that reveals this principle so clearly that once you see it, you will never unsee it. Abraham is 75 years old. God comes to him and says, "Leave your land, your birthplace, your father's house, and go to the land that I will show you, and I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." Notice the order. God does not say, "I will bless you first, and then you go." He says, "You go first, you leave, you surrender, you trust, and then I will bless you." The action comes before the blessing, the becoming comes before the receiving. And here is what most people miss. God does not tell Abraham where he is going. Go to the land that I will show you. Not go to Canaan. Not go to this specific place. Go, I will reveal the destination as you walk. Trust me and move. Abraham could have said, "God, I need more information. Where exactly am I going? What will I find there? Can I see a map? Can I get a guarantee?" But he did not. The Torah says, "And Abraham went." That is it. He went. He became the kind of person who could receive the blessing by doing the one thing the blessing required: trust. Now fast forward. Abraham is 99 years old. God has promised him a son for 24 years, and nothing has happened. His wife Sarah is 90 years old, way past childbearing age, biologically impossible, and God comes to Abraham again and changes his name. From Abram to Abraham, one letter added, the letter He, which is the letter of breath, the letter of divine presence. Why? Because the blessing could not come until Abraham became the kind of vessel that could hold it. For 24 years, God was not withholding the blessing. God was preparing Abraham, transforming him. making him into the father of nations before he could become the father of one son. The Kabbalists teach this principle with a Hebrew phrase, kli and or, vessel and light. The light is always shining, the blessing is always flowing, but if the vessel is not ready, the light has nowhere to go. It is like trying to pour the ocean into a teacup, not because the ocean is not willing, but because the teacup cannot hold it. Modern manifestation says, imagine the ocean in the teacup and it will appear. Kabbalah says, become the ocean, expand your capacity, become the kind of vessel that can hold what God is trying to give you. And this is why your manifestation has been failing. You have been trying to pull blessings into a vessel that is not ready to hold them. You have been asking God to give you $1,000,000 when you have not yet learned to manage 1,000. You have been asking for the perfect relationship when you have not yet healed the wounds from the last one. You have been asking for clarity about your purpose when you have not yet surrendered your need to control the outcome. A man in Phoenix, 70 years old, spent 5 years doing manifestation work for financial abundance. Vision boards, affirmations, visualization, nothing worked. Then he learned this Kabbalistic principle. He stopped asking for money. He started asking, God, what kind of person do I need to become to be trusted with abundance? And he started working on that. Generosity, integrity, discipline. Within 3 months, an opportunity came that he had been trying to force for 5 years, not because he manifested it, because he became ready for it. A woman in Boston, 67 years old, divorced twice, desperately wanted a relationship, did every manifestation technique, made lists of qualities she wanted in a partner, visualized meeting him, felt the feelings of being loved. Nothing. Then she learned this teaching. She stopped trying to manifest a man. She started asking, what part of me is not ready to receive love? And she started healing that. Old resentments, old fears, old patterns of sabotage. Within 6 months, she met someone. Not because she attracted him, because she became attractive. Not physically, spiritually. She became the kind of woman who could hold healthy love. A couple in Denver, business owners, praying and manifesting for their business to grow, doing all the vision work, all the positive thinking. The business kept struggling. Then they learned this principle. They stopped focusing on the outcome. They started asking, what is God trying to teach us through this struggle? What are we supposed to become? And they started working on patience, on trust, on letting go of control. Within 2 months, the breakthrough came, not because they manifested it, because they stopped blocking it with their need to force it. These are not coincidences. This is what happens when you reverse the process. When you stop trying to get and start learning to become. When you stop trying to control and start learning to align. Now let me show you exactly how to do this, step by step, the Kabbalistic way. Step 1. Stop asking for what you want. I know that sounds backwards, but hear me. Instead of making a list of what you want, ask this question. God, what do you want to give me? What blessing are you trying to send that I am not ready to receive? Write that question down. Sit with it. Pray it. Wait for an answer. Step 2. Identify the gap. Once you sense what God is trying to give you, ask yourself, what kind of person can hold this blessing? If it is financial abundance, what qualities does someone with abundance have? Generosity, discipline, wisdom, gratitude. If it is a healed relationship, what qualities does someone in a healthy relationship have? Patience, forgiveness, vulnerability. If it is clarity about purpose, what qualities does someone walking in purpose have? Courage, surrender, trust. Write down the qualities. Be specific. Step 3. Work on becoming. This is where most people quit. Because becoming is harder than visualizing. Becoming requires real change. If you identified that you need generosity, start giving. Even when it is hard, even when you do not have much. If you identified that you need patience, practice patience in small things. Traffic, slow internet, rude people. If you identified that you need surrender, practice letting go of small outcomes. Stop trying to control every detail of your day. Step 4. Create space. This is critical. You cannot receive something new if your life is already full of the old. If you want a new relationship, create space for it. Clean out your closet. Make room in your schedule. Stop filling your time with distractions. If you want financial abundance, create space for it. Clean out your wallet. Organize your bills. Make room in your mind for new ideas. If you want clarity, create space for it. Turn off the noise. Sit in silence. Make room for God to speak. Step 5. Receive as a gift. When the blessing comes, and it will come, do not take credit for manifesting it. Do not say, I created this with my mind. Say, God gave this to me because He made me ready for it. This keeps you humble. This keeps the channel open. This ensures that more blessings can flow because you are not blocking them with ego. Step 6. Give it away. This is the step modern manifestation never teaches, but it is the most important step in Kabbalah. Whatever you receive, you must give, not all of it, but some of it. If you receive financial abundance, give to someone who needs it. If you receive a healed relationship, help someone else heal theirs. If you receive clarity, teach it to someone who is confused. The flow only continues if you keep the channel open by giving. Now let me tell you what to expect when you do this. Week 1. You will feel resistance. Your ego will scream. Your mind will say, this is stupid. Just go back to visualizing. That is easier. Do not listen. Stay with the process. The resistance is proof that you are doing something real. Week 2. You will start to notice small shifts, not in your circumstances, in you. You will feel lighter, more peaceful, less desperate, less needy. This is the sign that you are becoming a bigger vessel. Week 3. This is when synchronicities start. Doors open that you did not even know existed. People show up with exactly what you need. Ideas come that solve problems you have been struggling with for months. This is not manifestation. This is alignment. You are no longer blocking the flow. Week 4 and beyond. This is when the big thing comes. The thing you have been asking for. But it will not look exactly like you imagined. It will be better. Because God's version of your blessing is always bigger than your version. You were thinking small. God was thinking infinite. Let me be very clear. This is not about giving up on desires. This is not about becoming passive. This is not about pretending you do not want things. This is about reversing the order. Stop trying to get first. Start becoming first. Stop trying to manifest. Start aligning. Stop trying to control the outcome. Start trusting the process. The man in Phoenix got his financial breakthrough. The woman in Boston got her relationship. The couple in Denver saved their business, not because they manifested harder, because they stopped manifesting and started becoming. You have been doing this backwards. You have been trying to force the universe to give you what you want. But the universe does not respond to force. It responds to alignment. It responds to readiness. It responds to becoming. So here is what I need you to do right now. Stop everything. Put down your vision board. Close your manifestation journal. And ask yourself one question. Who do I need to become to receive what God is trying to give me? Not what do I need to do? Who do I need to become? Write down the first answer that comes. That is your assignment. And then start working on that. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Because every day you wait is another day the blessing is waiting for you to be ready. If this teaching shook something loose in you, I need you to do 3 things. First, subscribe to this channel. There are more reversals coming, more truths that will turn your understanding upside down. Second, leave a comment right now with the words, I am ready, so I know you are willing to do this the right way. Third, share this video with someone who has been manifesting for years and getting nowhere. someone who needs to know they are not broken, they are just backwards. May the Holy One, blessed be He, transform you from someone who chases blessings into someone who attracts them. May He expand your vessel so that you can hold everything He has been trying to give you. May He reverse the process in your life so that instead of begging, you become. Instead of forcing, you align. Instead of lacking, you overflow.